Good morning, my name's Josh and I'll be conducting a health check on your Hyundai today. To begin with, round at the near side front of the vehicle. This tyre is on 3.7mm at the lowest point. There's no cuts or gouges to the tyre and it does appear to be in good condition. Going around onto the brakes, the brake pads on the front. Now the pads themselves are on 8mm, so quite a lot of pad left. However, the discs are getting quite heavily corroded. Now it's not a problem at the minute because there's still some meat on the pads, so there's still some pad to use. But I would advise that you get these discs replaced when you get the pads changed. Coming around into the suspension components and mounts, on the near side front everything's intact and operating as it should be. There's no excessive movement in any of the bushes or the mounts. Engine and gearbox are both nice and dry, and coming around onto the offside front, again everything's intact and operating as it should be. Springs intact, shock absorber not leaking, and there's no excessive movement from any of the bushes or the mounts. Round onto the offside front tyre now. The offside front tyre is on 3.7mm, so you've got nice even wear across the front axle, and there's no cuts or gouges to the tyre on the offside front. Round onto the brakes, and mirroring the other side, you have got some corrosion occurring on the disc. Admittedly, it's not as bad as the near side front, however there is still corrosion there. Brake pads are on 8mm, so plenty of pad left. Just something to be aware of, that the discs will, this highly likely that the discs will need replacing when the pads are done. Coming down the centre of the vehicle now, exhaust is nice and secure and there's no leaks down towards the rear. Down towards the rear axle components such as springs, shock absorbers, bushes and mounts are all intact and operating as they should be. No excessive movement in any of the bushes or the mounts on the rear, and this applies to both sides. Round onto the offside rear tyre. Offside rear tyre is on 4.3mm, no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. And coming round onto the brake pads on the offside rear, the disc is in good condition and the pads themselves are on 5mm. Coming across the axle to the near side rear tyre is on 3.5mm at the lowest point, and there's no cuts or gouges to the tyre on the near side rear. Coming around into the brake pads on the near side rear, sorry, that was the offside rear, this is the near side rear. The brake pads on the near side rear on 5mm, and again discs are in a good condition on the rear. And that concludes the vehicle health check. Nothing ready to run through with you other than the front discs are corroded, but there's plenty left on the pads. I'll pass this information on to the service advisor and he'll be in touch. Thank you very much and have a nice day.